I think.
No!
Look at it!
Fuck!
What is happening, Scott? Oh no!
We got it all on camera, so that's good.
So we've had some fun times already here in Florida with Tavares, and man, we want to have a real close look at the shop. Give us a quick tour.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so right here is my 2009 Ferrari 430 Scuderia. This will have a manual conversion. It also has a conversion to center lock wheels from a 430 Challenge. And right now it's sort of in a state of disrepair, but it's almost done. We just have to put some oil in it and finish off the manual conversion. And we've done everything we possibly can to this. We've made it into this wonderful shade of white pearl, and it's actually called White Lightning. This is a Cadillac color.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. This is on the STSs, right, back in the day?
Yes, yes, exactly.
I remember because when the car came out, the paint was kind of too modern for the car in some ways.
Exactly.
Right? The paint was better looking than the car itself.
Absolutely. And this has a really nice S-line exhaust, so this makes it sound like an old F1 car. So I love the way this car sounds, and now it has a manual transmission.
Yes, I was going to say, how would you go about making it a manual? There's not ever any manuals. This, you still got the flappy paddles functional, or?
So yeah, the flappy paddles aren't functional anymore. The interesting thing about this is that the manual gearbox is still the same. These are the Superfast 2 gearboxes, right. Which means that the synchros are just different. And in the F1 system, they shift in like 50 milliseconds. But what that means when it's manual, it means that everything is super duper buttery smooth.
Wow.
So if you've ever driven a 430 Scuderia that's been converted to manual, it's actually one of the best manual cars you've ever driven.
Wow.
Behind me is the car that we took to SEMA last year.
This car was another level. The interior, the paint color, the finish, the rims, it's another level, right?
Yeah, so this is a 1993 Toyota Supra. It's a right-hand drive JDM import, and we finished it for my detailer Rex. And we made it this really nice shade of RSP. It's a Royal Sapphire Pearl. And we ended up putting in the engine from my Toyota Supra, which is now a parts car over there. It makes 682 to the tire on E85. It has a 6-speed manual transmission, complete custom interior, Sparco seats, bigger brakes. We have forged wheels that are custom to this car. And we put a lot of love into this, and then we gave it to a friend who was very good and has been there for me and been there for everybody in the shop.
We remember this from SEMA. It was one of the standout cars, wasn't it, really?
It was.
Knowing that Freddy had built it and the story behind it, but seeing it there, it just phenomenal.
It's nice because when you check out this car, I mean, there was like pink F40s and stuff at SEMA, and they're all very in your face, right?
Yeah.
But when you get to this car, the refinements and the details make it step out just much better than those other cars, you know?
Well, I mean, we try to do everything to a pretty decent standard, and we wanted to give a car to a detailer, and when we know that he's very detail oriented,
yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that we, got like new trim and new glass and stuff like that, just because this car is, 20 something years old. So, it runs really nicely, everything, it smells like new in there, and, I love the way these things look. It's actually nicer than my car, but I'm really glad that we got to give it to him.
It's gone to a good home.
While we're stood here, there's a Noble over our shoulder over there, and there's a Noble up there.
Yes.
2 Nobles in build?
Yeah, so basically they're being put together into one.
Like one good Noble.
That's an M12 GTO 3R,
right. And
that's an M400. And the M400 has some body damage in the front, and we are taking that one, which is a fire damage car, and we are basically putting the two together to make one good M400. We have a lot of parts that are going into it, and then it's going to be like a really nice kind of cheap supercar.
Would you say they're kit cars?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
yeah, they're built like kit cars. But then again, like a lot of Ferraris and Lamborghinis of old, like the Mercies and Diablos, they're basically kit cars anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You
Some of them are kit cars.
100%. Yeah, I own the collection in England.
Yeah.
So we are on tour with EBC Brakes once again, our partners, sponsors, but also I am a personal ambassador for EBC Brakes. I run the EBC Brakes big brake kit on our Ford Mustang, on our Porsche Cayman, but also on the family Grand Voyager because they keep my family safe. Check them out at ebcbrakes.com.
When I'm looking around here, like, obviously we've got a car over here which we can't see because we're going to blur that.
Well, no, we can.
Oh, we
For
can
Sunday.
see. So, you know.
Yeah, that's Matt Armstrong's GT3, and that may or may not find a permanent place in this garage with me. But this is an amazing car. It's a 2022 GT3, paint to sample, ultraviolet. They only made, I believe, 2 in this color in the US, and they are fantastic. I mean, 500 horsepower, naturally aspirated, 4-liter. They are really, really cool cars. This one was hit, and Matt is doing a bunch of stuff to make this.
Was
better.
this Adam LZ's car?
Adam LZ's
yeah,
car,
the video. We'll show
Yeah.
you the link in the bio for the accident. Is crazy. We might even show you a clip right now. But
even more amazing than that is Freddie, you're the man facilitating Matt here. We were here early with Matt and guys, and they feel so welcome here. And it's just such a conducive, friendly environment, and this is gonna do so much for his channel.
I think
already.
so, but I think it's all about taking cars that are like, they are challenges for YouTubers. So it was a challenge for him to come over here, see a car, get a car sight unseen, and then work on it in a place where he's unfamiliar. So I try to make it as familiar as possible,
But I think that's why he does so well on his channel, because he really does explore the unachievable. Like when most people will go, oh my God, even Adam LZ was like, it's done, it's a write-off.
Yeah.
He is the guy that's going to go, look, we're going to do this, we're going to do it right, and I'm going to learn along the way. And he's not afraid to admit that, and I love that about that,
So let me give you, so we have like a wall of cars here. Cool. I'm going to give you like a quick and dirty. We have my 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, gated manual, twin turbo, engine can make around 1600 horsepower, but who knows? That thing needs a lot, but it runs and drives. I haven't driven it in quite some time. That is my 1995 Toyota Supra SE that has 200,000 miles on it. We put a ton of boost through it, and then that engine went into the blue Supra. Now that car is a parts car, but that's going to get a build later on in the year. Up top, we have my 2003 SL55 AMG. I bought it for about $8,900. It was the cheapest one in the country. And then I painted it red. This is Hyacinth Red Metallic from an AMG GT. We put BC Racing coilovers on it, the first of its kind. We took away all of the hydropneumatic suspension. And then we gave it basically a little bit of a drop, better wheels. And then this is waiting to get a manual conversion. So I have a manual gearbox from an M5 that I'm putting in here. Wow. And then we just have to figure out all the ECU stuff. So that's going to be like a quick, V8 supercharged manual drop top.
They
it's
didn't
gonna be
make
great.
a manual, right?
No, they never made a manual. Below that is my 1993 Mazda RX-7. This is a right-hand drive. And this is made in a style called Itasha. And Itasha, it's supposed to mean like cringe. So it's basically just as cringy as you can get. We use this on CarTrek, and this is getting an engine rebuild, it's getting a full refurbishment. I always loved the way these cars look, and I think this is one of the most beautiful Japanese cars ever made, but not looking like this, obviously. So we're gonna redo this complete, sort of stock OEM plus look, and then it should be a really good driver. Up here is a car I'm really, really proud of, my 2016 McLaren 675 LT. This was crashed in the front and in the back, and it had carbon damage, and we redid everything to this amazing spec. We have the carbon fiber that is tinted blue. We have Tempest blue, which we actually made that color specifically for this car because the sponsor of this entire series was Auto Tempest. We powder coated the wheels, gave it bigger turbos, gave it a tune, and then I added an MSO roof scoop and then made that all functional. E3 Customs did a complete P1, not even a P1, an F1 style interior, and that is Bentley English Tan, and this thing is one of my favorite cars ever. No! Look at it! Fuck! No!
What is happening, Scott?
This is a life. I'm just here to finish my meatball sandwich, and now I'm in the back of the truck.
Oh no!
Yeah.
But we caught it all on camera.
We got it all on camera, so that's good. That's of
course, Sam.
I was screaming
Always
like
be
a little bitch as the piston rings.
Still smiling like he smiles when he said hello to us yesterday.
It's fine. It's fine.
You think Mitsubishi could get us a back up the
What's your base,
the
buddy?
truck? I have a jack in the thing, so we can
Oh,
level it out.
man.
It's still gonna. It's gonna be. Yeah, we can just roll. See a car now.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Trailer Queen.
ready for the show.
Oh, we can't even afford the trailer. Push Queen.
And over here is Tyler Hoover's old Audi R8, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That is going to be well, a little bit of a hot rod, because I'm going to have a V10 that I have over there. There's an Audi R8 that's going to be a parts car, so we're going to put all that stuff in there, and then hopefully that runs. Down here we have a Nissan Skyline R32 GTR Nismo. So these are one of 500 cars made for homologation purposes. So Nissan got these cars racing in Group A back in the late 80s and early 90s, and they needed 500 examples to be a little bit lighter, a little bit sportier, and this is one of the more sought-after cars. This one needs a lot. It needs an engine and cosmetic and everything, but it's super, super special. Over here is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8. And this is actually not my car. This is
Where'd
my.
you get an Evo?
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't get it because you know I never really I wasn't an Evo fan. But then I was an Evo fan because Jack got it. My partner Jack, the guy who my partner, right? not my life partner. No, he works with me on my channel, and he does a lot of the body work on my channel. He bought this as a project for himself, and I'm super excited because we just got a bunch of parts for that. Up top we have a 2001 Porsche 911 Turbo, and this actually has a 4.2 liter stroker engine, and that has like GT3 heads. It's really, really cool, really trick stuff. Bigger turbos. It should make about 1,000 horsepower. Wow. I have not started it yet. I bought it in a storage locker, and yeah, it was like one of my friends, he owned it, and then he traded me for a Bentley that I had. So he traded me for this car. It has like 49,000 original miles, and it has a bunch of really cool stuff. Has KW coilovers, 3-piece wheels, and bigger brakes. And this is like a runway car. Like this will do 200 miles an hour, like almost all day. So it's really, really cool. And if you come over here and sort of step over the trailer, we have a little bit of a trailer situation here. Over here we have a Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. This is a 1999, and it is the last year that they made these cars. They brought them over to the States. There's only 287 examples of them in the States. So
I've never seen one with the wing.
yeah, and
Never seen one of these.
And that wing is stock. That wing,
Wow.
that's how it came.
Yeah.
So it had a 1-year only body kit. I love the way these
I was
cars.
gonna say the body kit looks very Veilside Supra-y
Yes.
kind of feel to
Yeah,
it.
I mean you can see how it. You can see the body kit is a bit more aggressive. You know, has that big like fish look.
Lightning McQueen mouth.
Yeah, the wide mouth. And I mean, they're twin turbocharged, V6 all-wheel drive, 6-speed. Has 4-wheel steering. This thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real. It's like, you know, it's ahead of its time, but you know, there's also, you know, it's a 90s car.
Yeah.
But
And it's a stick shift car?
stick shift car.
Stick,
Yeah,
cool.
yes, yeah, 6-speed manual. And behind me is a car that we are almost finished in doing. This is my 2005 BMW E46 M3. One of the best driver's cars I think ever made. And this one I bought for $6,000 and put way more money than it deserves. So it used to be silver. This is the original color. And then we made it techno violet. So we painted it in this wonderful techno violet. And then I put a carbon roof on it. So it used to be a sunroof and all that stuff, and now it has a carbon roof on it, and we're in the middle of taking out the engine so we can paint the engine bay and do a bunch of engine stuff and maintenance, because they always leak oil. I mean, look at it, just full of oil. But this should be a really good good driver. We are converting it to a 6-speed transmission because this one originally came with an SMG, and then somebody before I got it poorly converted it, and we're going to do it proper.
Right, okay.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's about it. I have other cars in my other shop, but they're not, you know, it's probably like 7 or 8 other cars there, and I got like 4 other cars at home. I have a problem. You know?
We can't help you with that.
No,
we have
no,
problems.
We have the same problem.
Are you enablers? Are you going to enable my
Yeah, I'm
issue?
just going to push you into that corner to keep buying.
Wonderful, wonderful. But thank you guys for coming out, man.
Thank you so much for having us, and it's
We
been
had
amazing.
an absolutely awesome time, and just to be here and like feel the energy here, it's awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So again, a massive thank you to EBC Brakes for bringing us out here to Florida to visit Freddy, see Matt, see this incredible build, as well as all the other phenomenal cars, as well as spend a couple of days with our friends here in Florida. Freddy, we'll see you at Petrolheadonism Underground.